How to find your unique value proposition in your brand. Well, it comes down to this. There's a simple, real way. All you got to do is take 3 to 5 things, list out 3 to 5 things everybody else is doing in the industry. And all you got to do is see which ones do you like. So let me give you an example with Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. Back in the 90s when Starbucks really started going international, national and international. And they looked at Dunkin' Donuts and everybody thought it was crazy. The idea of $5 coffee in the $1 coffee world. This was also the same time that they thought expensive water or people paying for water was crazy. Evian they thought was nuts. Evian ain't nobody gonna pay no money for that. Yeah, they will. So here's the deal. What happened was that you had Dunkin' Donuts, which was more like a fast food spot, basically the McDonald's for donuts. And their environment when you walked in was that way. Whereas Starbucks was always this black couch, leather, chilled out, come study at school. Now generations of people have gone to college, chilling out, studying at Starbucks. So they had little business meetups and greets at Starbucks. It's become a thing now, isn't it? So it's a regular thing now. But back then, it was like, whoa, nobody had ever done this. Now, that's just one thing. The second thing they did is they never had donuts. To this day, Starbucks does not have donuts. They have pastries. Now, you may pay 99 cents for a donut, but pastries are different. And now, I think I give credit to Starbucks for this. I think that they indirectly ushered in the gourmet donut world because now you got all these gourmet donuts $5, $8. I'm like, $8 for a donut? Not even a big donut. It's a specialty donut. They boutique the donut brand. That all came from Starbucks coming in doing that. So what's the other thing they did? They don't have extra large at Starbucks, do they? No. They order venti. I'm always ordering me some venti. Venti don't extra large. This venti is specialized. You got short, you got tall, then you got venti. Okay? Then you had customized coffee of any way you want. And basically, they were the Burger King have it your way of coffee. You can have it anyway. Give me a half cat decaf with about there and there with a little there and a splice of this and a splish of that. And that's brilliant. This is brilliant branding because what they ended up doing was getting people to have a customized experience and they could charge a premium for it. Aha. Even their staff is way friendlier, engaging, totally different environment versus, hello, here's your Dunkin' Donuts, how may I help you? Seriously, when I lived in Dallas, across the street, you had Dunkin' Donuts, then you have the Starbucks. 2 totally different experiences. Totally different. Starbucks was definitely the place you want to be. They were the cool kids, okay? They were the cool kids. Whereas, Dunkin' Donuts was the ghetto. It was the ghetto, all right? The ghetto, all right? So what you want to be able to do is look at what they're doing. So let's look back. Dunkin' Donuts had this environment, but Starbucks didn't like that environment. They wanted this environment. Dunkin' Donuts had donuts. Starbucks said, no, bitch, we gonna have pastries. Pastry out, bitch. Dunkin' Donuts had 99 cent coffee. Starbucks said 99 cent coffee, bitch. No, we gonna have this super smooth, customized coffee. Because guess what? One of the biggest luxury $1 trillion words is customized. We've all been conditioned for the last 100 years to know if you want customized, it costs more. When you say tailored, it costs more. When you hear in the store, grass-fed or organic, yeah, There's a mental training there. I teach that in my Charge More Money program. I say I'm gonna bonus that in my badass emotional branding. I'm a bonus that. I think y'all would be blown away by that. Um, what I'm saying here is that your ability to develop a unique perspective, look at your industry, everything they're doing, and then get your unique perspective, you win. You win. The difference between me and everybody else teaching about branding, I'm not teaching branding, I'm teaching badass emotional branding where you can get some more money. Fuck image. It's all about income, and you will get more money. In fact, you'll get more money in 4 ways. You'll get people buying faster at higher conversions repeatedly at higher prices. That's what my group, my badass emotional branding group's about. The idea, and the link's in the description and it's in the homepage. I want you to understand the idea that we have to begin to pass on, we have to begin to pass that torch on, is to understand that I'm not like them is your number one thing you should be doing with your brand and your positioning. That's what makes you unique. And that's your unique value proposition. They can't go nowhere else. You're like that boutique store in Upper East Side, New York. Everybody else ain't got that. When you walk out the door, you ain't getting it again, and you ain't finding it nowhere. That's the major difference.